But the court decision is this. Burns v. State, Florida Court of Appeals, 2023. This was from May of this year, and I believe the show I did it was from a week or so after this decision was handed down. And this involved, guess what? Tree trimming. Again, just like this Druzolowski case. So a homeowner, Richard Burns, the defendant at trial and the appellant on appeal, got into a confrontation with some men who were a 5-man tree cutting crew that occurred in the yard of his home. The way the confrontation began here isn't really important. One of the crew members made sexually suggestive gestures towards Burns' fiance. Another waved a running chainsaw towards his dogs. And Burn demanded they leave. When they refused to leave, he retrieved a handgun from his residence and openly carried it in his yard while loading it by advancing a bullet into the chamber. So he walks out of his house with a gun and cycles the slide in view of these tree trimmers. And he was charged with aggravated assault, presumably with a deadly weapon. And he tried to get the charge dismissed, arguing that, no, he's just allowed to do that when he's on his property. And the trial court said, no, I don't buy it. You're not just allowed to do that. You put those people in subject to fear of imminent deadly force harm, and it's up to a jury to decide whether you had justification to do that. But the criminal charge is going to be put in front of the jury for their consideration. So the aggravated assault charge was permitted before the jury, and they convicted him on that charge. Well, on this appeal, the appellate court said, nope, as a matter of law, here we go. The mere display of a gun is not deadly force as a matter of law. So mere display is not enough. Even the display of a deadly weapon without more is not deadly force. And this court of appeals ruled that as a matter of law, walking out gun in hand, cycling the slide in view of the victims cannot be aggravated assault with a deadly weapon because you're simply permitted to do that on your property. Now, would this extend to Druzolowski pointing the gun at these tree trimmers? I think it's a pretty parallel case. I don't think there's much difference, to tell you the truth, between cycling the slide in someone's view and pointing the muzzle of the gun at them. A little bit, maybe, but I think they're certainly within the same ballpark.